Welcome crafters, Michelle here. I have a beautiful Deco Mesh welcome swag for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to pull together a beautiful welcome swag for summer. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. To get started on our swag today, you're going to need a standard 5-gallon paint stick. As you can see, I picked this one up from Lowe's. You're also going to need some full-length pipe cleaners. Now we're going to be adding our pipe cleaners here to our paint stick. You want to place one on either end, about 1/2 inch from the end. Then you'll place one in the center, and then 2 on either side. And to get these attached, you just wrap it around your paint stick. If you have any printing on it, you want that to face up. If you have it on both sides and you don't like it, you can just paint your paint stick. Pull nice and snug and give a couple twists. We're going to add one more pipe cleaner to hang our swag with. Now that I have all of my pipe cleaners on, I just want to secure them. So I'm just going to take my hot glue, add a little bit underneath so that they don't move or slide when I'm trying to work on them. I'm also going to secure here my hanger. My form is ready to go, and to build my base I'm going to be using one roll of 10-inch by 10-yard mesh. This beautiful kind of ombre pink goes from dark, light to white and then back again. I think this is very pretty and it'll make a gorgeous base for our welcome swag. I have my 10 by 10 mesh rolled out. You want to cut this into strips at 25 inches and you need 14 pieces for our swag. I like to use a rotary cutter. This gives a really nice clean cut. You can also use a really good pair of scissors. In the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. I have my roll of mesh cut. I did get a full 14 pieces. I do have this piece left over which I will add at some point wherever I need to fill in. Now we're going to be doing the woodland ruffle. This is one of my favorite bases. You start at one of the cut ends and you do a nice roll. I usually do a nice fat cigar or like a quarter in the center, pinch and then clip, turn around, and you do the exact same thing on the other end. And then the distance in between, pinch and scrunch as you move your way. Do your best to stay in the center. Okay. So you have a nice curl on either end and a ruffle in the middle. I'm going to start here on the bottom, and this one I'm going to place long ways, and then I'm going to alternate my placement as I move up. Okay, and you do not want to trim your pipe cleaners. We're going to come back and add more. So the next one, instead of placing this way, I will place wide. Okay, so I'll show you again. Start at one of the cut ends, do a nice curl. I usually do about 3 rolls. In the center of that, kind of fold that over so it's pinched. This will help keep your curl tighter as you work with it. Go around to the other side. You're going to do the same thing. Enjoying today's content? Please show your support by hitting the like button, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your friends. Now, if you have a hard time getting an even curl, you can use the center. This was the center of the roll of mesh. Use that, just wrap the mesh around it, roll it a few times, and then pull it out. Then you can pinch the center, put a clip on, and go to the other side. The curls are a little bit bigger with that, but do what works best for you. I have my first set of woodland ruffles on. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to do another set right on top, and I'm going to attach it the opposite way. So on this one I went long ways, so this time I'm going to put it wide. Just lay that on top, give another twist. Again, do not remove your pipe cleaners. We're still going to be adding some ribbon and maybe some other material. I have all of my mesh attached to my rail. I did add that extra little piece that I had at the end of the roll here at the very top, and then trimmed and tucked the pipe cleaners there. I've left the others because I want to add ribbon. Now I have these two ribbon. They did come together in a package. I really like them. You have the little flip-flops, and then you have the polka dot. You want to cut 6 pieces of each ribbon at 12 inches and dovetail their ends. Now I noticed when I was cutting the ribbon that this does have a tendency to fray a little bit, so I have a lighter. You just want to barely run the lighter along the edge. You can see it kind of fuse together. Once it does that, it's not going to fray on you. There's nothing worse than going to all that work only to have it fray away once you put it on the door. And to get this onto our wreath, I'm going to stack my flip-flop on top of my polka dot. And then right here in the center, I'm just going to scrunch. Give that a little bend, and then start adding it to my wreath. I have my ribbon tails in. Doesn't that look pretty? So the one here at the bottom I pulled down, and then I alternated from the ones in the center. I pulled one to the left and then one to the right, left, left. And now here at the top, right here in this area is where I'm going to put my bow. So let's make that next. I'm going to be using my Deluxe Easy Bow Maker. I love this tool. Now I still have a good amount left of both of the ribbon. I did cut by mistake one extra tail, so I'm going to use this. Just going to find the center of these two and add them. I'm going to start with my polka dot. So I'm only going to measure a 4-inch tail because I already have a 6-inch tail there. So you want to pinch and twist. Your tail here, the nice side of your ribbon should face up, but once you come through and you start to make your loops, you want the nice side of your ribbon to face down. And then with this ribbon, I'm going to make 2 loops on either side at 4 inches. So I measure my loop, I lift up, twist, come back down. Okay, and now I'm going to go to my flip-flop ribbon. Again, I'm going to measure a 4-inch tail, pinch and twist. Again, I'm going to measure 2 loops on either side at 4 inches. Okay, so I have my 2 loops on either side. I went ahead and twisted. I want to add 1 more loop for my center loop. And this one I'm going to measure just slightly smaller, probably about 3.5 inches there. Then I come through the large and smaller dowel rod in the front, so I can get back to the correct side and measure out my tail. You need 1 full-length pipe cleaner. Lift up and slide in underneath. Come up. I always like to push down so it's snug. Pinch and lift out. This helps keep everything stacked. You want to make sure you have 1 piece there from your center loop so your bow does not fall apart. And cross over, pull nice and snug, and pull those pipe cleaners to the back. Okay, these pipe cleaners aren't going to be long enough, so I'm going to add an additional. Just place it in the center, give a couple twists, and then you want to take this short piece and you wrap it around one of the longer ones. You do that to both sides. That way they're both nice and secure, and you have plenty of pipe cleaner to get your bow onto your wreath form. Okay. Now I'm just going to go through and open up all my loops and spread them out, pull down my tails. I may separate out my shorter tails in with the loops, but we'll see how it looks as I work with it. Yeah, I think on the shorter ones, I'm going to mix those in with my loops. Okay, I'm going to go in and trim my shorter tails here and give them a dovetail. I have my bow attached and I did fluff it out. I think it looks great. All I did was wrap it around and twist it, and then make sure to tuck those pipe cleaners. If you have any sharp edges, make sure to go back and cover those up with a daub of hot glue. Now we're ready for our focal point. Now this is the adorable sign I found. It is a wood sign. It does come pre-drilled with 2 holes. I've gone ahead and added some silver floral wire. I just picked that up from Dollar Tree. You just want to make sure you leave 2 pieces long enough so that you can attach it to your swag. Now this is a really nice piece because you can go with 2 different motifs. As you can see in the background here, it has a watermelon on your little flip-flop, but it also has the tropical flower. So I decided to go and accent the flip-flop and the tropical flowers. In case you don't want to do that, you can always go with a watermelon motif with this. So whichever way you want to go is up to you. Now I want to place my focal point here, not too far under my big bow, and I kind of want to do it in the middle. So this will hide some of my ribbon. I can go back and readjust and pull it out so I can see more of it. But I think that's really cute. You know, I like to angle my signs just a little bit. So I have my large bow, I have some ribbon and some mesh, and then I'm going to have my focal point. Yeah, drop it down a little bit more. And then again, more ribbon. Absolutely gorgeous. And to get this on, just use that floral wire, feed it in through the mesh and the ribbon, and you want to attach it to your paint stick in the back. I have my sign attached. I think that looks absolutely adorable. I did wire it on at the top, and then here at the bottom, once I had it placed and I moved around on my ribbon, I did hot glue it directly to the Deco Mesh so that it would not move around on me. You can also add additional pipe cleaners on the bottom and attach it that way. I think it looks absolutely adorable, but it needs an embellishment. Now I have 2 stems of this plumeria. This matches the flower that's in the center of our flip-flops. And to get this prepared, I just push the leaves up and then cut. I need to leave at least an inch, maybe an inch and a half. You want to prepare both stems. I have all my plumeria prepped and ready to go. Now you just want to play with placement. You want to make sure that wherever you put it, that you can get some good contact with your Deco Mesh. Now you can either use a glue skillet or your glue gun. You just want to add some hot glue to the stem and get good contact. Enjoying the content and want to see more? Make sure to hit the subscribe button. When the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube should let you know every time I upload new content. And here you go. We are complete. I think it is absolutely adorable. Very bright and cheery. A perfect welcome swag for the summertime. Very, very pretty. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful, bright and cheery summertime swag. I really love working with the 5-gallon paint sticks. There's so much you can do with them. They make gorgeous swags as well as table decor. If you're looking for more summertime inspiration, you can check out my playlist by clicking here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by clicking on this icon down here. When the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube will let you know each time I upload new content. Thanks so much for stopping by. Your visit is always appreciated. Have a great day, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.